the Sikorsky HSS-2, a twin-turbine helicopter known as the HS-2 or the Sea Dragon.
G'day everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and we're going to be looking at a little bit of an older one from Corgi here. It is a Sikorsky HSS-2 Sea King from the US Navy's HS-3 Squadron in 1962. Now, they were established in 1952 as a US Navy anti-submarine squadron, and they would be equipped with the Sikorsky retriever. Now, by 1961, though, they would transition to the HSS-2, the Sea King here, and in 1962 it was actually redesignated the SH-3 Sea King. So our model, of course, is just before that name change. HS-3 would operate the Sea King until 1991, when they changed over to the Sikorsky Seahawk. Now, in 2009, when converting to the MH-60 Seahawk, they would actually redesignate as the Helicopter Sea Combat Squadron 9 or HSC-9, and they do continue to operate those aircraft and are, at the time of recording now, flying combat sorties in Operation Epic Fury in Iran off the USS Gerald R. Ford. It's in the usual box, this particular one. I did purchase this one off eBay because it is an old one, and that's where I tend to find a lot of my older ones. And this is what it does look like when you open it up. You can see it's a little bit yellowed. So there are two sets of rotor blades, of course, for the in-flight and blades when it's on the ground. You do get your landing gear options for retracted wheels and extended wheels, and of course your stand. You do get a collector card, which is that. There is a limited run of 2,700, so a fair few. Alright, so let's get this out of the box actually, and we'll get this part open. Don't want to look at that any longer. Oh, that's very blue in there. So as I said, the blades and everything up the top. So it does come with a stand. That is plastic. This piece is, geez, if I can get my fingers to work, that is metal. So you've got a metal shaft and a plastic base for your stand, of course. So there is this little piece we've got to remove, and we should hopefully be able to pick this up, which we can. We'll move this part out of the way, of course. We'll dive straight into this and have a little look before doing any assembly on it. Wow, that is a very bright tail. Let us zoom in and check some of the finer details. The orangey, sort of a day-glow orange, I suppose that would be, does really stand out. It does have some crew members in the front there, which is absolutely awesome. It's got the fine little wiper blades on there. It's got the different tint on the upper glass there, which is really nice. All the warning labels and everything looks absolutely awesome. So the rotor hub seems to spin freely, which is nice. It's got some reasonably nice panel lines on it, of course. There is a little bit of a gap through here, if that's something that's going to be really noticeable to you. So the tail rotor does spin without any drama, of course. Underneath, you'll see the where we've got to put the landing gear. There is a spot where the stand goes in. Now, on this side, we'll see the other side of the cabin there. And obviously, as you just saw, this is quite loose, I suppose. But it does open up, and you can sort of see a little bit in there. It's really hard to see anything in there, of course. But there is a little bit of detail deep right inside there, inside the cabin. So if you do want to put crew members or anything like that in there, you can. Very easy, but it does look very nice. Yep, damn cool. All right, but what it isn't is a complete helicopter. So what we'll do is we'll chuck some rotor blades on this and quickly come back and look at a proper helicopter. I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, here we have it. Well, I've got the in-flight gear on it, although I've got the more sort of droopy blades on it for when we do it gear down. But I just thought I'd show you the landing gear retracted. Now, the stand, you have two options with the stand, which way you want to put it. So this option with the stand gives you a more sort of a level flight. If you turn this around like that, then you sort of get your option with the stand to have it more taking off. So depending on what way you want to present your model on the stand, it will be your personal preference, of course. I don't mind it on the sort of the level flight sort of look. It does level out a little bit more if you're like displaying yours in flight. But you guys know me. We'll actually get this stuff off and put our proper gear down options so we can see what it looks like on the deck. and see if we can put these in. All right. Oh, there we go. Now, the wheels themselves do roll, so that one even rolls as well, the tail wheel there. And you just put your little pieces in, and that rolls as well. So if you do like rolling your Sea King helicopters around, you will be happy about that. But the rotor blades were very easy to put on. It does present really nicely. It looks fantastic. I'm pretty happy about grabbing one of these. It does look the goods. Definitely a lot of nice detail on it, and if you're into your Sea Kings, of course, you'll definitely be wanting to grab one of these. So what we'll do, though, is we'll bring our scales in, and we'll see what this does weigh on the scales before we start winding up this little video. All right, on the scales it goes. Now, we've got 315 grams, which is not too bad for this particular model. Move that out of the way. But yep, as I said, overall pretty damn cool. I like it, and in fact you get your two different types of rotor blades. It does spin nice enough, there's no issue with that. You've got your droopy ones, of course, and then you've got your more flattened out or slightly curved upwards for when you want to have it in flight. I'll take some photos of that and chuck them on there in the photos at the end. All right, I hope you did enjoy what you saw today. Don't forget, if you do find the video helpful, some of those, even if you don't like the model, always throw me some of those if the video was at least a little bit helpful. And don't forget to drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts about what you've seen today. And always feel free to punch the crap out of that subscribe button if you're watching and haven't done that as yet. All right, everyone, I'll wind up by thanking you, the viewer, of course, dropping past and checking out another one of my videos. So happy hunting for yours. If you want to chase one of these up, it's well worth it. And you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.